Today's best country, it's Froggy 101. I'm Crockett. That is Justin Moore, his newest, coming off of his new album, Off the Beaten Path. September 17th, it hits stores, and I'm on the phone right now with Justin Moore. What's up, buddy?
We do, man. We're excited about it. I'm really, really proud of the album. It's probably my most diverse album yet, and I don't want to scare my fans, but we're not going to cross over or anything like that. But I do think we cut some songs on this album that, I probably wouldn't have cut earlier in my career. And look forward to everybody hearing it.
I was going to say, you've been quoted a few times saying this is going to be a little something different for your fans. Now, for me personally, you're my favorite artist in country music. I have all your CDs, love everything. I've got to hear five tracks off the new album, and man, this album is rocking so far from what I've heard.
Wow, thank you for saying that, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know what? The music business obviously is ever changing, and what's on the radio is different than what was on the radio when I started out in this business. And I'm a fan of people who make different albums each time. And we put 16 songs on this album, so they gave us a lot of space to try some different things and do some different things. So the nucleus of this album is still what people are accustomed to hearing from me, but it was important to us, all the while staying true to who I am as an artist, to grow our fan base to a level it's never been. And I think we did that with some of the song choices on this album. So,
speaking of the new album, I see it just going to be some guest vocals, Miranda Lambert's and Charlie Daniels.
Yeah, anytime you can have one, let alone two future Hall of Famers on an album, it's a good thing. So I'm thrilled to have both of them on there. I'm good friends with Miranda, and I've gotten to know Charlie a little bit over the years, and I'm thrilled to have them both on there, and they're both great songs. And, for me to have a song on my record that I wrote that Charlie Daniels, who's one of my heroes, is on, is one of the highlights of my career.
So you have Charlie Daniels, you say he's one of your heroes. Do you ever still get starstruck in this business? Like, is there anybody you want to meet or you have meet that you didn't know what to do?
I do. Most of them obviously we're peers and we see each other a lot. But somebody like a Charlie Daniels who's a living legend. You just kind of stand there and you go, "Oh, it's Charlie Daniels, like Charlie Daniels," So there's a couple of those guys out there, obviously, that you just are kind of in awe of,
So do you feel the pressure? So you're singing with Charlie Daniels. Do you feel the pressure? Do you feel like you need to tone it down a little bit? Do you feel like you're better than him? Not in a sense that, you're more entitled, but do you feel like you have to tone it down because you don't want to stand up Charlie Daniels, or did he stand you up right up and down?
Oh, Lord, no. I don't have to worry about that. He'd take me to the cleaners any day of the week. So, no, in all honesty, every time he sings the last verse of this song called For Some Old Redneck Reason, and when I wrote that song, in particular that verse, I was going, I have to get Charlie Daniels on this somehow. It just has to happen. He's the guy to sing this. And I thought, if he don't want to sing this, I might need to put this verse on this song. It was just so him. And fortunately he did it. And every time I listen to it, I get goosebumps. It's so cool to hear him on a song that I wrote.
So how did you get him on there? What was the process? Did you just call him up? Was it something simple, or did you have to bait him in it?
Well, we happened to be playing a show with him a few weeks after I wrote the song last summer, and I hadn't even started recording music for this album, but I knew that this song was going to be on the album, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to ask him. If it's a no, it's a no, But I want to at least, give it a whirl. And that's Mr. Daniels. I don't know if you remember me, but I met you at the Grand Ole Opry a few years ago, and he goes, "Hey, Justin, what's happening?" And I'm going, "Man, he knows my name."
That's got to be something cool right there. That
right there.
One of the biggest country legends knows who you are and remembers you.
Yeah, it was so cool. And anyway, I said, I wrote this song. I know this is probably not the most appropriate time to ask you this, but I wrote this song. I would be honored for you to sing on, and it's just all you. And he said, "What's it called?" And I told him, and he said, "Oh, I'd never sing a redneck song," and he kind of laughed. and he goes, "No," he goes, "I don't even need to hear it." He goes, "Just tell me when and where, and I'll be there, buddy." So I was on cloud nine for few months after that, I think. But and then, you know, as far as the process of it, he had surgery and had a pacemaker put in about the time we were going to do it, and so I'm thinking, oh no, he's probably not going to be able to do this. But obviously, he was right on top of it. He got out of the hospital and did it. And, you know, I had the opportunity. He called me just after he had done it, and was paying me all kinds of compliments, and that's something you don't even know how to take there, you know. But it was pretty special.
Now, you told that story pretty cool, calm, and collective, but I gotta imagine when you were actually asking him, were you stuttering a lot, and like were you fumbling over your words and playing with your hands in a weird way?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was actually I was back home. I was driving somewhere with my wife, and Charlie Daniels came up on my phone, and I go, "Would you just look at that? What in the world?" And so he was so complimentary of me. Like you said, I was kind of fumbling around. I said, "I'm just honored to say hello to you." He goes, "Oh, I'm just a dumb country boy from the South." And so anyway, it's obviously, again, it's one of the coolest moments of my career. One of the highlights to have him, obviously, on that song and get to know him a little bit.
Speaking of your wife picked out, what did she pick out? Point at You, or was it Till My Last Day?
She picked out Small Town Heaven and Till My Last Day, so all my number ones she's picked.
So you can say she's got an ear for music.
She does. You know what? She has an unbiased, no calculated opinion of music, whereas I overanalyze everything, you know, and that's what we all do in this business. Instead of just going off our gut like we should, which is what she does, we all nitpick it to death, and so she's got a pretty good track record. So unfortunately, she gave the seal of approval for Point at You, and this week it'll be another top 10 record for us, and hopefully more.
The new CD is coming out September 7th. You just released the cover art. It looks like a movie poster.
Well, it was my goal to actually look tall for once in my life. And so the photographer did a pretty good job maybe of making that happen. But no, I'm excited about it. It's the fact that we've got to do our third album now it's crazy to me. But you hope to get one song out there when you first start out, and then you hope to just put one album out that does okay. And for us to be putting our third one out there, our first two have both gone gold, which just doesn't happen anymore in this business. People don't buy them like they used to, and to have the success that we've had, I truly do feel so blessed. It just is. It's unbelievable to me that we've kind of gotten to a point where we've gotten to a point where we can go headline arenas. It's mind-boggling. It really, truly is.
Well, you sound like a very humble guy, and our audience can come see you this Friday at the Wayne County Fair. Justin, your CD comes out September 17th, Off the Beaten Path. Cannot wait to hear the whole thing in its entirety. Thanks for joining the show.
Hey, thank you for having me, buddy, and we look forward to seeing you guys.
Like this.